Okay, hold on.
Hey.
Hey,
Okay. Was you able to share?
here I didn't see. Hold on. Let me
If you go to
let me
my
try.
page, you'll see it. You'll see it. Hold
Hold
on one
on.
second. I'm about to make sure I share it also in the groups.
Okay, let me go here. Here, let me go back.
Okay.
Uh, Let me see if it's gonna let me. There you go.
You know what? Let me bring the comments up. I'll be able to see the comments. In the corner, you should see, I'm not sure if you can see it, it says comments. If you click on it, then you'll see the comments as they come in. But don't worry, because once they come in, I'll just tell you, what people saying, if they saying how they say.
Okay. Here, I'm sharing it too.
Okay, great.
So I just seen where you have. I see me looking crazy on here,
Oh,
but
no,
it
look,
is what it is.
it always start off looking crazy, but it's not. First of all, I want to thank you so much for being on first chapter.
Okay, thank
If
you for having me. I appreciate
No,
it.
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I actually received a message. Someone said, "Oh, I look forward to logging on to this one. I'm getting ready because her story already looking interesting." So,
Okay,
just like
yay.
okay, if you could just briefly introduce yourself, and once after that, we'll just go with the flow.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm Nika P, the author. Um, I was previously under Leo Sullivan Presents.
Oh,
Um,
that's great.
you know, yeah, post craziness.
I know. Yes.
um, yeah, but now I'm indie, and I have 13 stories
Oh,
since
great.
I've been
Awesome.
indie.
Awesome. Since
Mhm.
you've been indie,
Since I've been indie, I
that's
started indie. I started
awesome.
writing back again during COVID, um,
Okay.
and decided to go indie, and it's just kind of taken off, you know.
Well, you know what? First of all, I want to commend you on just being able to bounce back from that situation. If you don't know, I don't know where you've been at under the rock if you don't know the situation, but that, kind of went down. But I'm so happy that you were able and to come back and do so many books on your own. Got to give you a shout out for that.
Right.
I'm just going to get into the things now. Are you reading your first chapter or are you reading a chapter out the book?
I'm reading a chapter out the book. It's not the first one.
Okay, I'm
So
glad
this,
because you're going to be the first one to ever do that. But I would like people to know that option is available. I don't think I ever told anyone that. So I'm glad you asked. Although it's called first chapter, you are free to read any chapter that's going to hook the people that's listening in.
right.
The overall goal is we want them to, while you're looking at this, go like all her pages. We're gonna give you all her information.
Yeah.
Be sure to support the author and purchase the book. It's
Right.
kind of noisy where you at. Is it okay? I want them to be able to hear you.
Oh, I wait. I got little people.
Oh, me
Arian,
too. Girl.
Arian, Arian, Arian. Shh.
Now listen, we are authors, y'all, and we have babies and kids, and we are virtual, and this is nothing that's kind of standard. So just bear with us if you hear anything
Please
in the
bear
background.
with me. That's my
Charge it,
4-year-old.
charge it to Corona the game because usually if we would have had an interview, you would have been live, right? So charge it to what's going on and next to the author's house.
Right.
Without further ado, you can start your book. And your book is called Rags to Riches, How I
How
Got
got
Me
me a
a Boss.
boss.
How
Yes.
I Got Me a Boss. So yes, you
This
can go ahead.
book I dropped in January. So it's been out a while. Um I hope that more people will pick it up. It's one of my favorites. I've got about 4 that I've kind of dropped lately that's been like my favorites.
Okay.
And I've just been having a good time with those, writing those. So I'm gonna get started.
All
Um,
right.
the main character, this point of view is from the male perspective, and the male
Okay.
character, um, the lead in this is Remington, and they call him Remy. And the girl that he's kind of he likes, Her name is Ami. So
Okay, Remy and Ami.
yeah, Remy and Ami.
Now, if you see me go out, I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out why. I want to see your comments. So just read.
Oh,
Just
you're
read.
fine. She's here. She's here. Oh my God. She's here. Calm down, Remy. You're tripping. She's just a girl. But damn, in that dress, she's my girl. That ass is sitting up just right in that fitting black dress. And I can smell her perfume from over here. Damn, she smells good. Is that pheromones? Are you wearing pheromones, girl? I just want to flip you on your stomach and eat you from the back. Hey, Remy, look, it's your waitress. And she knows Ariel, Rowan boasts. He knows I knocked them damn flutes over because I was shocked to see her. I've never been clumsy. Now he's over here fucking with me. Obviously, they know each other. They walked in together. They're drinking champagne together. Why are you even over here with me? Shouldn't you be entertaining? Rowan's deep bellow echoed through the room as he laughs at me. Dear brother, I do not wish to entertain anyone at this moment. I am entertained watching you drool over the waitress, he states in a mocking tone. I'm not drooling over anyone. I do not drool. Does Rowan know who the fuck I am? I don't drool over women. They drool over me. Hold up. Is that drool? I wipe the corner of my mouth with the back of my hand. Well, since you're not drooling, I think I'll ask her to dance with me, Rowan smirks. He waits a moment before he crosses the room. He approaches the ladies and they instantly start talking. Ariel and Ami are laughing during a brief conversation before he grabs Ami's hand and leads her to the dance floor. Ariel looks a little bummed. That tells me that she feels the same way about my brother as he feels about her. Before anyone can snatch her up, I rush and grab her hand. Hey, Ariel, would you dance with me, please? I ask in a desperate tone. I've got to get close to Ami. Sure, she says in a questioning tone. Maybe I never ask. I always order or demand people to do things for me. Tonight I'm at her mercy. She must figure I'm up to something to be so accommodating. When Ariel and I make it to the dance floor, the upbeat song ends that Ami and Rowan have been dancing to. The music slows and the lights dim. The pair look deep in conversation. I knew the beat instantly. Who requested this song? It's the song is playing, guys. I wish I can't
No,
sing, but I'm
no, girl, you doing good. I was about to say you're very descriptive because I can see in my mind what you're doing. So
I'm gonna
you
sing it,
do.
but y'all better not clown me, okay? If you clown me, we're gonna have a problem. I know you're gonna know this tone too. If I could, I'd give you the world, wrap it all around you. Won't be satisfied with just a piece of his heart, my angel, oh angel. Angel by Anita Baker plays, and I always loved when my mom would play this song. Rowan pulls Ami closer to his body, and I just couldn't play this game with him anymore. I looked down at Ariel's confused face, and I tapped Rowan on his shoulder. Partner switch, bro. I place Ariel in his hands and snatch Ami up. I jerk her body close as allowed, and we dance. Her eyes questioning mine, but I'm not in the mood to answer. I just need her close to me. The look on Rowan's face probably mirrors mine as he whispers in Ariel's ear. Get her, bro. Ami and I dance for two more slow songs before I lead her out the back to the balcony. Thanks for the dance. I'm having a great time, Ami whispers. She looks unsure as to why I brought her out here. Ami, I guess it's time I've introduced myself. I've been hogging you all night. She smiles at my confession. I'm Remington Romano. My friends call me Remy. I know you're Ami, and I know you waitress at Charlie's Diner. What else is there to know about you? What do you do in your free time? Do you have a man? Damn, Remy. Not subtle at all. Your name fits you, Remington. You have that regal look, and your name sounds like it. I like it very much. No, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a time for relationships right now. Between work and school, I have a lot on my plate. What are you in school for? When do you graduate? I'm going for social work and I'll be done in the fall with school. I can't wait. We both laugh. Is that why you work at Charlie's? To pay for school? I did receive some grants, but not quite enough. I could have done student loans. I just didn't want to come out of school with all that debt. Charlie pays for my small apartment too. It's just me and I don't need a lot of room. I nodded understanding. I know people who had the same struggle, even though that didn't apply to me. I couldn't imagine living in a small apartment. I live in a 8,300 square feet, 5 bedroom, 7 bath house. I'm hoping one day to fill those rooms up with children. I bet I could squeeze about 4 out of that ass. Your house is beautiful, she says as she stares at the lake. The moon gleams off of it, giving a romantic feel. With us being on the third floor balcony, she can see the spread of the layout of our family mansion. I must admit, she has a point when she says it's beautiful. This isn't my house or Rowan's. This is our family estate. My parents live here when they come to visit. We use it for parties now, ever since our parents moved up to Canada. Wow, I've never been to Canada. Is it beautiful there? It is, especially where my parents live. Rowan and I are going up there for Christmas. Do you have a big family? Just a few cousins and grandparents. What about your mom and dad? My mom died giving birth to me, and my dad is a no show. My grandparents raised me. That's why I went to college so late. I stayed home to help my grandfather after his hip replacement. Both of my grandparents are gone now. Just an aunt and a few cousins. I'm sorry. Rowan always Rowan's always on me about my mouth. I shouldn't have asked you that. It's okay, I'm not offended, trust me. It takes a lot to offend me, she smiles back. The moon seems to sparkle off the black and silver dress she's wearing. Her wild and curly hair makes me want to run my hands through it while I kiss that red lipstick off her juicy lips. I truly believe her sin is driving me insane. I'm on the brink of nutting up on this balcony. Are you ready to go back inside? Please say yes before I get you pregnant. Can we stay out here a little longer? It's so peaceful, she smiles. You want some dick, huh? Sure, it's cool. I just want to make sure you're comfortable with me. Shit, my dick is not comfortable with you. Do I look nervous around you? She just gave me permission to check her body out. I do a slow perusal before I land back to her eyes. Not at all. If I were a lion in the jungle, we'd be mating already. Slightly frustrated, I shake my head at myself. I mean, I'm not really the type of man to beat around the bush. I'm attracted to you, and I know you say you're not looking for a relationship, but what if it was one of convenience? What do you mean? When you need somebody to talk to, someone to hold you, someone to make love to that body, whatever you need that you call me and only me. I promise I won't ever disappoint you. I, I've been wanting to taste her lips since I first saw her in that rundown diner. I lean in and gently place my lips on hers, slowly tasting what will belong to me. As quickly as I begin, I pull back and the balcony doors swing open. It's Ariel and Rowan. Ariel looks pissed and Rowan looks guilty. What the fuck did he do? Come on, Ami, let's go, Ariel says, grabbing Ami's hand. Wait a minute, Ariel. Ami, here, take this and call me. I pass her my business card. It has all the numbers on it. She nods and she and Ariel disappear through the corridor. Rowan, what did you do? I yell. I almost want to fight my own brother. I fucked up. He shakes his head. If he admits it, it's got to be bad. That's the end of that.
Okay,
Yep.
well, first, let me tell you, dope chapter. I love it. And it's so funny you end on that note because Tayo said something that I actually wrote down. Because when you was writing, when you was reading, I was taking notes.
Mhm.
Kudos on writing from a male perspective.
It's hard, but
I
yeah.
was about to ask you that. It wasn't until I sat here and listened to you, and I know I've had other guests that did this too, but I think I really chimed in on yours for some reason. And I was like, that, like she's really writing from a male's perspective, and I'm not getting a kind of like one-sided perspective because she's a female. It almost feel like I felt this male speaking, and I wanted to know, like, what is that process like? How were you able to do it? Is that something that you came naturally, or that was something that you had to tap into?
Girl, I got boy cousins. So I was like the youngest growing up. And so the
Okay.
boys would be around and I would be hearing the boys talk about stuff. And I would be like, whoa, really? Like this is what y'all be talking
Yeah.
about? And so my ears are always open. I'm so nosy. So I would
Oh,
take that and like just, plug it to the back. And then when I need it, I think about those conversations and I try to put myself, if I was a man, like, how would I do it based off my cousins, the boys I know, and then I just from there.
Go with it. You did a great job because I'm telling you, my male, I have not written from a male perspective. And I think one of the things is I can just hear my fiance now be like, he sounds not, he doesn't sound like a straight man. Like, because I probably have my males be like, girl. And he probably like,
Your males would be fine. I was a little irritated with this chapter because a lot of the things he's thinking a lot, and so it's one of those things you got to read because when I'm saying, I could squeeze about four out of that ass. These are his
yes,
thoughts as he's talking to her. So he's
yes.
not saying these things, but it's his
But
thoughts. And
his thoughts, I picked that up.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, no. And look, Shanae Cross said, I have to find out what Rowan did. She want to know.
Girl, he out of control.
So,
Rowan is
so
out of control. He messes with Remy all the time, but he's the one that's out of control. See, Rowan is the older brother. So Rowan is supposed to be like the straight and narrow, but he's the
okay,
play brother, and Remington is
okay,
the baby, and Remington is the fun guy. Like the straight guy. He's like everything has to be in order. Everything has to be this way, and so they've like switched roles, and Rowan passion is irritating Remington.
okay. And I can just tell you right now that the book intrigues me, made me want to know more. I know I'm looking at comments. Everyone else want to know more. And I did have, where are you from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. I know
North
originally you
Carolina.
said you hear my accent. I was like, I hear yours too. My
Yeah.
cousins live out there. So I have some questions. Every week when someone's on here, I do have a few people sending questions. So someone said, what is the first book that made you cry? Have you ever read a book that made you cry? I don't know why that question is
Okay,
asked.
guys. My favorite book is True to the Game by Terry Woods.
Oh yes, a
So,
very good one. A very
I
good one.
mean, well, that's my first favorite book. So, when Quadir died, I cried. So
I
that did
think
it to me.
everybody cried.
Yes,
I think everybody cried.
that did it to me. When he came back, I was good, but that did it to me. And
Everybody
uh
cried.
Eric Jerome Dickey, what's
Rest in
the,
peace. Rest in
I
peace,
know,
Eric.
RP. Well, I see my book and I can't think of it. It's Friends and Lovers by
I
Eric
didn't
Jerome
get that.
Dickey.
I didn't get that.
It's great. One of the
Let me
main
write that down.
characters in that book passed away too, because I'm not going to tell you now since you haven't read it.
Oh,
But
now look, because I'm about to get it.
he passed away, and that killed me too because he was one of my favorite characters. He's one of the main characters, and you didn't see it coming. And
Yes.
his life had just got to like a pinnacle where he was doing good. He was married. He had a baby on the way, and he
Let me
passed
ask
away.
you.
So
Have you ever been connected to a character that you weren't able to make something happen to them, like them pass away, or I know I have. I've been so connected to one of my characters, and I know that person needed to die, and it's like they always make that.
well, I don't know if you guys know, but I have a book. It was Blessing Anaya, Loving a Boss, and it's not on. It was under Leo, and I have not re-released that one. I have re-released Caught Slipping, but I have not re-released Blessing Anaya. But Bless, I did kill him in the story, and I got
Don't
that from.
tell.
I did, but I bring him back. He comes back,
Okay.
kind of like Terry Woods and Quadir. So I use that as inspiration. But I had to
Okay.
bring him back. I did a cliffhanger, and I was gonna kill him for real. And then I was like, everybody was like, what? And I was like, he's coming back.
So, is there? By how long have you been writing?
Lord, like professionally since 2017. But
Okay.
I always kind of like I'm more of a
Always.
storyteller than a writer. Like I had to learn how to switch into writing because I'm a natural storyteller. And so,
Right.
people, always want to say stuff about the way something is written. And, it took me a while to perfect that because, I'm a storyteller. I can tell a good story. So I had to switch into that. But I've always been a storyteller. Like I could see something, me and you could be together and we seen the same thing. but we ain't see the same thing if I'm with
Want
you.
to do it.
Right.
Then, so you've been on both sides. You have been signed under a publishing company, and then you
Yes.
went indie. What are some of the pros and, and cons of both?
Um, the pros of being signed under a publisher is the exposure. My first book came out and hit 14 on the top 100 like that. Um, and my all 5 of my books that I released under him hit top 20.
Okay.
So, definitely the exposure. Um, and the ability to not worry about like editing and book
Yes.
covers and those kind of things. That's the plus of having a publisher. The plus of being indie is being able to write the way I want to write, being able to do things the way I want to do it. And I'm a serial procrastinator. So I like things the way I like them, you know?
Yeah.
And
No one's be on like over top of you.
right. When are you gonna
Tedious.
drop this book?
We're
Yeah.
gonna do this and timelines and stuff like that. Yes.
Right. So that's the only thing and every day sometimes I even ponder it like, is this the right decision? Should I continue to stay indie? Do I need to get a publisher? Because this is something I love and it's hard to get the exposure you need. And then
I see that.
a lot of people almost form like cliques where they've decided that they're going to pick these authors and that's it, and they're not going to give nobody else a try, and
Yes.
you busting
It's a
your
lot. It's really clicky. I'm coming to find out. And it's a hierarchy. And it's almost like 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 honestly, you gotta know who you know, unless you kind of kick down the door and wave in the 4-4. Like you gotta kick down
something.
you gotta come in and be like, look, I'm gonna put this book out. I'm gonna get into this industry.
Right.
I'm gonna get some prop. You really have to have a thick skin. I'm coming to find out. Which it was a question that I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask what is I have it written down. It was very similar. What is the most unethical practice that you witness in the publishing industry? And you kind of just touched base on it.
It's definitely the clicks, and it's definitely um even telling people that don't support this author.
Yeah.
Don't support that author. The thing is, if you're on my page and you're an author, you can share your stuff on my page. Like, I support
Yes.
everybody, and I think it comes from being, I guess, in this situation now, like where I'm rebuilding authors. I hadn't written a book in a while, and being indie, but now you get a book every month. But
Yeah.
still, it's rebuilding my brand, and I mean, it's
What is your
hard.
writing process like? Because you were just saying, like you seem like you knocked them books out.
I'm all over the place, is what it is. I sat on ideas for like 2 years where I wasn't writing. I was depressed. Talking about clicks and stuff, worried about that, worried about what people were saying, worried about what people was doing. And the thing is, I'm older now and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. I just don't care. I'm content. I'm content in my skin. I'm content in who I am. I'm content in my
Yes.
writing. And the more that I write, I know it's the better I'm gonna get. And I'm just excited. All I want to do is share my work with other people.
I
And
think that's one of the key points that you just said. You
right,
love what you do and you just want to share it.
that's it.
And yeah.
And
And
the
I think
rest
once
will
you put
fall
that
in
in the
place.
forefront, everything else.
When you were just saying about us, like it taking us a while to build, but the rest will fall in place. If I'm
Yeah.
good to people, if I'm a good person, if I do the work, I ain't got to worry about nothing else. It'll fall in place for
Exactly.
me.
Exactly. Do you have a team with you? Or do you find that you need a team? Like for instance, a PR team, marketing team, or are you
I am the PR team, the editing team, I do bother K Nicole for my covers. I
K
do.
Nicole,
Yes,
I gotta find K Nicole.
I love K Nicole. She won't. I have to bother her for covers, but
Are you
yes,
serious? Oh, well, listen. Are
yes,
you in
she.
my writers group, ExSTARdinary Writers? I think I add you.
I think so too. I think I accepted.
If please add her there, because it's always someone looking for people who do book covers, editing. You just said you
Yes,
added. You said you
I.
added too.
Yeah, my books, nobody else's.
Oh,
Girl,
but
I
listen,
can't ain't
I
got
was about
time
to
for
get you
that.
some business, honey. I'm about to
I
say,
have
you looking for
no
some editing?
look. Barely doing good on mine. Let me live, y'all.
Okay, let me ask you before we close out. Is there anything that you want to say or any inspiration you could give an inspiring author? Or maybe someone that
I have a story to tell. I did
thank
this
you.
in another interview. There was an aspiring author, and she came to me when I was signed, and she asked me, what to do. She had read my book. She wanted to know what to do. What was her next step? And so I gave her, to the people that could help her. And I'm not sure what went down, but she was not happy with what happened, and she was upset with me. Now,
Oh,
all I was trying to do was help. I would have never given her to someone that would have
would
been
have
unkind to
wouldn't have been in her
her.
best interest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or would have been, Aryan, or would have
You
been
can't control that. You
or would
cannot really control.
exactly, or would have been discouraging to her because that's not the type of person I am. But I think it did discourage her. And my whole thing is, you don't let a no stop you. You don't let what people
Oh,
say stop you, because people are going to tell you no, and people are not going to like what you say. Not everybody's gonna like your writing. Not everybody's gonna like you, the way you look. Oh, I don't like that bitch because how
oh,
she look, that kind of thing. Or I don't like the things that she say, or she thinks she better than somebody else, or she it's gonna always be those type of people. And all you can do is continue to be you and fuck with
pushing.
you. And at the end of the day, that's all you can do. That's all I do.
Listen,
I'm
they
me.
said Stephen King's. I always bring this up. Stephen King's novel. I forgot which it was one of the most famous one he had. But anyway, what was it? But what is one of his
It
biggest
was
novels?
Carrie. He tried to throw it in the trash can.
Yes, he did. It was correct. Thank you. He threw it in the trash actually because he was turned down so many times, and his wife took it out the trash
Yes.
and submitted it, and basically told him to keep pushing, and he did. And look where it got him. You
Millions
cannot
of
allow
bucks.
one person or even a couple. It wasn't just one person. You might get turned down, and you might get told by a million people that you suck.
Yes.
Do you feel you don't suck? Keep going. You
Yes.
just got to be your number one champion. I love that. Thank you for explaining. Thank you for giving them that tip. That's awesome. And I
Yes.
think a lot of new authors and older authors too that's been discouraged. They need to hear that. This is a big platform. It's enough for everyone to eat.
It is, but people don't see it that way. Everybody
That's
wants to be
unfortunate
the
for
number
them. Well,
one,
we're
right?
coming for your plate. Unfortunate for you. You're going to share.
That's right.
If my kids are hungry, snatch the dishes off your kitchen. Who said that? Wasn't it Freeway? One of the rappers said that. I'm sorry, we coming to eat. So I have on Facebook, you are let me on Facebook, I have in your Instagram, I have your could you see?
Who, me?
Yeah, could you see the stuff going across the screen? Want to make sure it's
Uh,
right.
you got it wrong.
Hey, don't worry, we can fix it
It's
right now.
it's Nika, Nika
That was an
P.
oversight. And
Yeah, it's
wait,
just got an I in it, but that's wrong. The
Nikka
extra
right
I.
there. There you
Uh
go.
huh. Yeah.
Ika. Don't worry, we got it now.
Okay.
See, that's the point of asking, making sure. So y'all see it now. It's
And,
fixed, please.
and on
On
Instagram
Facebook,
too.
girl.
The extra I on
I
Instagram
ain't
too.
know Instagram was like that too. Hold on.
Yeah.
Nika. And on Instagram, it's just Nika Arthur, right?
Nika P, the author. Nika P, the author on there. Yeah.
Is it DTHE
T H
or
E. The.
All right, now we got it right. But you can
That's
say
right.
it too. All right,
Yes,
please
that
say it.
works.
You say it
It's
though.
right.
Also on
It's right
Facebook
now.
and Instagram, please follow the author, her books. Where can they find your books?
I'm on Amazon, guys. So Kindle Unlimited, or if you want to buy one, buy one.
Yes.
Treat yourself.
Oh my
Just,
goodness. I'm gonna
just,
ask you about that too.
just look under. Definitely read Rags to Riches. I love that one. But my other favorite one is He Hustled My Heart.
He hustled my heart.
He Hustled My Heart. And
I'm
I
gonna tell you, my
definitely,
bestie is. I know she's gonna grab it. She reads a book in like a day.
yeah,
Okay.
He Hustled My Heart. But yeah, that's an interesting one. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, I want to
And
ask you something before you go. You
yeah,
mentioned that Kindle. Will you say you was available Kindle Select,
Kindle Unlimited.
Unlimited?
Hmm.
What's the pros and cons of that? Because I'm not giving my book away free.
Okay, it's not free. You're not giving it away for free.
Okay.
You're making a profit off of it, because if they have Kindle Unlimited, then they pay the $9.99 a month, and then they get to read as many books as they want in that time
Yeah.
span, and you make a profit off of it. The con with that is, see, a lot of my books are short storied, so if you don't have a lot of pages, you're not getting a lot of money.
Okay,
So,
gotcha.
and that's what the
'Cause
pros and
I
cons
was
are.
trying to get into that because I have my book is distributed through a different entity, and
Yeah.
so I was going to take the Amazon route. Then I was looking like, wait, let me.
Or if you got some pages, go for it.
I do.
Go for it.
I have too much pages.
Then do it.
My editor
That's
was like,
good.
"Listen, girl." Well,
That's
thank you
good.
so much, Nika, for coming on. Do not be a stranger. You can come back on and read chapters from your other books too. You don't. So if you want to come back and read from your favorite story, let me know. Hit me in my inbox and we can. Right now, I think we booked until August. So just let me get you on here. It may be someone who call out because honestly, the last 2 weeks someone got sick. We're in a pandemic, so you just never know.
Yes.
But we would definitely love to have you back on, and I look forward to reading your story. Thank you so much for coming on, and thanks for
Thank you
joining.
so much for having
Yes,
me.
you be
Thank you,
blessed and be safe.
guys.
Thank you for
All right.
everyone following. Please make sure that you go to ExSTARdinary Writers on Facebook, ExSTARdinary Writers. Add yourself to the group. Add all of your friends that write to that group too.
Okay, I'll try.
Anybody. Yes. And here's my information below. If you're not following me, please follow me, guys. IG, Twitter, Clubhouse is at Keisha Star. Facebook is at Keisha Star, and at Keisha Star fan page. Thank you so much. Be blessed. We enjoyed you. Bye-bye.
Bye.